Oh, and now we're live.
This podcast sponsored by Amazon, not the company, The River. They're trying to get back some mind share.
For the piranhas.
What about the rainforest?
Don't mention the piranhas. The Amazon River would like to make you know that only parts of it are full of piranhas.
That's true, Tony fact.
What's going on? Do you not remember this campaign? It's just utter chaos from moment zero.
Well, we're live. I don't care.
Remember when those guys beat us up and gave us tattoos?
There.
That was like,
some of you have them.
Tony,
I heard
it's
about
literally
that.
it's literally been so long that I thought you meant that was something that happened to us in real life.
And remember when those guys then 5 years later, Dan, beat you up and removed your tattoos? That was a rough 5 years.
But also convenient.
And at some point, somebody stole Tony's hat. It was very sad.
Crown of dust.
That's coming back though, because we're with those guys now. So that's totally
I say
coming back.
you are close
We
to
found
the
the hat.
crown.
Yeah.
You did.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Ragnar wants that hat back, but
It was
honestly
busted up, though.
Yeah, it might not be. It might not be good for Ragnar to ever
I don't
have
think
that
Regdar
hat.
actually wants to wear it again, though, right? It's a very powerful.
Oh, he
hat,
super does.
Really?
It had been used for, I don't know, illicit.
This is a very powerful
used
artifact.
hat. Gross.
This is Garden. Do you think there are mint in box hats lying around? You know,
not on Athos?
No.
Mint hat. I'd like a delicious mint hat.
That's right. Mint doesn't grow in this.
Nope.
I want a hat julep.
Sadly, no.
Only cilantro hats.
I'm recording in two different places.
Recording.
Athos truly is terrible.
Are we supposed to be recording?
Yes.
No.
I miss Steve.
He's right there.
Even when he's here,
I miss Steve too. Where'd that guy ever get there?
Whatever happened to that guy?
That's whatever became.
Oh,
of him.
Steve Lutz, how I hate him.
How I hate him.
Good old Steve Lutz. That's right.
Truly the best of us, and also
Steve Lutz.
the in-betweenest of us.
Please kill Steve Lutz.
Oh yes, the greatest.
Reference acknowledged.
That's one of that may be the funniest thing you've ever written.
It's the saddest thing you've ever said, I think.
No, you wrote that.
What about that stuff that they wouldn't print in the koala? Was that any of that any good?
There was nothing we wouldn't.
There is some filthy stuff on the koala that I also treasure that Steve wrote, but it's neither here nor there.
All right.
Not on an open stream, people.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
The statute of limitations has expired.
Please,
I don't
no
think
open
so.
streams on the podcast.
Treason? Treason.
Wait,
I
there
don't
are
know.
there are statues here? We got to get out of here.
All
Those
right.
are the worst.
Statues of Tories. That's
I
even
think
worse.
We're ready.
Is everyone ready?
Well, I for one am recording.
Oh, good.
Recording. Why don't I
Steve.
recap before we start?
Okay, yes.
To remind you.
Oh yeah,
of
why
what
don't
we've
you? Because
done.
I don't remember what happened.
Yes.
'Cause,
remind
I haven't even
assume-
capped yet.
Remind.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, just turned to animal there for a second.
All right. So
That's the
this
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
the night is young, Steve.
Yeah.
The night is young.
Yeah, just wait.
We've got it,
Always just
everybody. I know it's been a few months, but we've got that.
The energy is here.
That's right.
Oh.
Can't escape it.
That's
True.
right.
It is true. So you may recall that you are trying to thwart the 4 elemental cults. You are in currently the Black Earth cult's headquarters, the Black Geode, and you have entered in. You killed a bunch of people, as you do. You killed Gorks, which is this tripod,
gross monster.
metal-eating thing, and his
Misunderstood,
friend
really.
Keltar. And then you encountered a Gaj, I guess, G-A-G-A.
Just making stuff up now, Scott.
J, which was a solitary creature living in a room by itself who just wanted to brush your face with its feathery tentacles and take over your mind. And yet you killed
We
it.
murdered it. Yeah, it was just 2 days from retirement.
And 2 days from retirement, it had turned in his badge. And that's
Shouldn't do that until the last day, guys. Stick
No.
to
That's true.
stick to
And
procedure.
Freeze,
that's
retired
where
police.
you cast a spell or something that I don't remember exactly what, but you sensed in and I drew a circle on the map of where there was elemental magic happening. You asked a question or something. I don't remember what you did, and so there is a circle on the map that hopefully you can all see if you zoom out, if you can't see it. That you sensed there was some magical elemental goings on up there. So you
I
decided...
don't see the circle.
Does anyone see the circle?
Circle
Oh.
on the map.
No.
Oh dear.
Don't.
What if I do this? Do you see that?
Oh, there's a
I
circle
saw
with
that
magic
circle.
on it. Oh, look at that
Moves us
circle.
all.
Ping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see this. You see the ping. So around there is where you decided to head towards because you had gotten an indication that there was some elemental magic
That was
afoot.
probably me. That sounds like something Zatasha would do.
Yes, and that I think is really and there's a note in the chat that you should start by healing again next time. So
Actually, I think that was me. I communed with nature. Remember,
Yeah,
I
that was-
cast a
oh,
spell.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, yes.
10 years, yeah.
That's okay.
Or
That's
7 years,
just
or-
weird.
However long
And
it
you
was.
you found out you could warg basically, but you never do. So
But you never do.
you never do. You can if you want.
Think
so
about it.
So I guess we should
Yeah.
heal.
Warg, what is it good for?
Yeah,
why don't we
Absolutely
heal
nothing.
before we start as well? If you need
All
to
right,
heal,
'cause
just
healing's
because nobody
boring.
cares. Nobody
How
cares.
badly do you all need healing?
I'm
I'm down
86 out of 125.
I'm down 8, so probably I'm not worth healing.
I'm down.
I'm at
16.
48 of 68.
Oh,
You
I
No,
will
I'm
heal Shara.
39.
I mean, if there's enough, I can dole out an aura of vitality and just hand out crap loads of points.
That might be worth it. Like I am only down 4, so I am not worth a full-on spell.
But Amal sounded like he was down a fair amount.
And
I'm
Shara
down a
too.
fair amount. The question is, are we like resting, or you just want to
No, this
That was
is just a
quick.
spell. It will take a
quick
minute.
thing?
I'm down 16.
Yeah, I'm down a
So a
bunch
little
because I
bit.
think I tanked that.
All right, let's unbunch you then. So
Ooh.
I will cast an aura of vitality, and if you just stand in my shining presence,
Me standing aura. Ooh, it's
then
soft.
Carapace
warm.
so
Ooh.
shiny.
we'll go to town
Soft
healing.
and warm, just like Microsoft, our sponsor.
What? Oh,
Warm?
no.
Mhm.
Get yourself a
was
fresh
soft
baked
and micro.
software today from
Right,
Microsoft.
right out of the oven.
Yeah.
Mm,
All right, so we'll just go round
they
robin.
excel.
Eventually, we'll go round robin. I just need to make sure I got the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think you made a powerful point there, Scott.
Mm.
finally
I
get to have
appreciate your
access.
outlook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
because
glad
we're
that I
all
have this
part of a
entourage
team.
here.
Hello, would anyone like healing?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll start with Amlal.
Okay.
That's 8 points for Amlal.
Woo.
Who's up next?
Me.
Anybody who needs healing, just keep your hand up, and I'll just keep going
Carlos.
around.
Carlos.
Okay,
This is
we'll hit
great
Carlos
podcasting.
next. I'm going right to left. Well, that's why we're
If
not
you
on the
don't run
podcast
out.
yet, Tony.
I'll take
Exactly.
some, but then
That's only 7 for you,
Pooh.
Carlos. But we'll get back to you. Okay, Shara. Ooh, that's a 2. I'm just going to give you another one right away
Okay.
because that was ridiculous. And there's another 8. So now you've got
Okay.
10. Okay, Amlal. 6 more for you. Carlos. 7 more for you.
Okay, Carlos is good.
Shara. Oh. That die has rolled into the abyss.
Everybody just
no.
take all the hit
All right.
points
Ooh,
while
that's
Scott's
good.
gone.
Why
11
is there
for
an
you.
abyss right next to his desk?
Okay, I'm at max.
It could be worse. There could be a cat box. Oh, wait. Okay. Amlal. 6 more for you. You done, Carlos?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll keep taking them as long as you can dish them out, Steve.
I've
I'm
only
on a
got
6
2
out of
more.
125.
I've only got 2 more, unfortunately. And that one's only worth 4.
We haven't even started. This is the pre-show, people.
And that one's worth 7.
Pretty good.
Everybody
All right,
shows up
I'm
to
up
the
to
pre-show to hear
117
the
out of
healing.
125. It's good for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I could
cool.
give you a little bit more if you wanted.
I don't need to be at max. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Scott.
Oh, I
I'll
forgot to heal
save it
myself.
in case I need to bring you back
Oh, well.
from the dead. Oh,
Yeah, Shar should heal
Position.
Kachka. That's or
I'm okay.
Zatasha should heal Kachka, so we can have this all taken care of.
I've still got 85. If I'm not a complete idiot, I won't get into the fray again. So
well then we're
I'll
screwed.
be all right.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Doom.
All right. Healing done.
Yep.
Then let's start. You're listening to Total Party
Recording.
Kill. I am Scott McNulty, a dungeon master. Welcome back to Athos. Woo! Hooray! It's Sandy. And let me introduce our players. Steve Lutz is here. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Scott. How have you been?
Fantastic. How
Oh,
about
well.
you?
Wow.
That's how we're going to start with just a big fat lie, huh? Okay. I've been doing well, and I'm now doing less well now that I'm back on the nasty blood-soaked sands of Athos with my character Kachka, who is a level 10 bard and also a bug.
Bug bard.
Bug bard.
Erica Ensign is here. Hello, Erica.
I am here. Hello. I am playing Zotasha, pronouns she, her, just like mine, a tiefling mystic with purple hair.
Purple hair. Speaking of hair, it's Dan Morin.
Oh.
Hey, I'm also in the same boat, Dan. So
Why is this a boat, Scott?
because
Why did we get in this boat? Is this a boat that gives like really like close haircuts? Is that what this boat does?
it is. It's a razor boat.
Scott McNulty, we meet again. I am playing Omlal, the Goliath barbarian, whose pronouns are he, him, like mine. I don't have a soul, but I can cast some spells.
As we found out in the
know
last
everything you need to
episode.
know about
That's all you
Omlal.
need to know. Aline Sims is here. Hello.
Hi, I play Shara, the Air Genasi rogue. Yeah, our pronouns are she, her.
Tony Sindelar is present.
Hello. Not only am I present, I play Regdar, the strange guy. We both use he, him pronouns. We're both here to play D&D. That's right. I brought Regdar with me. Who will be
Oh,
playing
play
Regdar.
D&D.
Wait, no, this is confusing.
He's
Let me
just
pull it
off
back.
camera.
Yeah, my friend Regdar having a great time. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Regdar. And speaking
Hi,
of friends, you sound different in
Weird voice
person.
now.
Oh.
Jason Snell is a different person. Hello.
Yes, I am a different person from
I've
previous
always thought
people.
so.
I can't
Mhm.
argue with you, Scott. And I am playing a different character, which I think is perfect. I am
Mhm.
playing Carlos. He's a mull. He's a gladiator. He likes to fight and run and hit things. It's my first D&D character. You rolled him up real simple for me. He's a real simple guy. And you know what? I like that. Also, there are no simple level 10 characters. I'll just say that. Anyway, Carlos, he's running and hitting things.
Things get more complicated as you progress in Dungeons and Dragons. But you've had 10 years to get used to Carlos. So, which is crazy when I say it out loud. So you find yourselves standing in this room. It's a cave that's just full of stalactites and stalagmites and a corpse of a large monster that you've just killed, an dark sun monster, a gage, which is kind of a cross between a spider and a lizard and a turtle and something that has psychic powers that wants to eat your brain. But it's dead. So what would you like to do?
Did we loot its body? I can't remember.
You did not.
Did it have pockets?
It does not, but
I
you
mean,
can
the
search
last
the
monster
area.
we fought had stuff in its tummy.
We kind of
It was
cut out
true.
the last monster, right?
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
days from retirement. Did it like have like collect a lot of like comic books or something along the way that we should be taking with us?
Where's
It has an
Watch.
extensive vinyl collection. Just
That
behind
makes
this
sense because literacy is illegal on Athos, of course.
Mhm.
But
Thank God we
rock,
killed a
rock and
hipster.
bops, they're good. Yeah.
That's right. Really into jazz fusion. So,
Oh gosh.
what would
I
you
don't
like
actually
to do?
want to loot the body. I just said that in case
I'm
somebody
gonna
else
give
did.
a cursory look at the body and see. if
How
there might be
edible is a
anything
gage, would you
of
say?
value.
Oh,
Everything
I
on
mean-
Athos is edible.
Yeah.
Everything's edible if you try
feathery
hard enough.
tendrils are considered a delicacy.
And I should mention, in this room, there are 2 ways out. Well, there are 3 ways out, but one, you came in through the south corridor. To the north is another corridor, and to your northwest is another corridor. So if anyone wants to search the room, scan the body, give me a perception check, and I will let you know if you find anything.
I'm just going to sort of glance around the room. I think we already
15.
looked last time to see whether there was another gage laying in wait anywhere, but
We did
yes.
this.
Regdar has rolled an
We
impressive
stabbed all the
3.
rocks, and they were
Regdar.
rocks.
I
does not.
might look behind some stalagmites,
Yeah,
or
I got 15,
Oh.
Scott.
I might hang tight to one of the stalactites.
Aha! I see what you did there. So you
I'm gonna chew
bad
on a
ten.
stalagbite. Those are the ones that come out of the sides of walls, people. No one
Oh.
ever talks about those ones. Everyone's
I
always
think I saw them in
fixated on the
Indiana
up and
Jones.
down. Yeah.
So as you're looking around, there is evidence of hapless adventurers or people who had wandered into this
like
cave and
us.
not but not being as lucky as you. And you
Lucky?
find bones and various equipment's
Various
kind of
bones.
scattered around,
Various
various
bones.
Various
bones as
bones.
well.
Various bones.
They are most of the equipment is broken.
What's a various and what do its bones look like?
You don't want to know. But you do find some gold pieces, 65 gold pieces, or the Athos equivalent, which would probably be like clay pieces, but that's not as much fun. A brass statuette of an imp with onyx eyes. Onyx eyes.
It's like, what
Onyx
is
not a
that?
thing.
Are they
Onks.
onks like Egyptian?
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was thinking.
Oh yes, no,
That's
they're
creepy.
Kinda
No,
cool.
they're just onyx.
It could be onyx onks, I suppose.
Hmm.
That's worth
Onk, onk.
180 gold pieces, and you find a
Whoa.
ring.
Is somebody writing this down?
A ring.
No, gold pieces are useless.
We've evolved beyond
A
currency.
ring.
Ring.
Somebody want to pop that ring on their hand and see what it does?
Nope.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
it looked real shiny.
Arcana
Uh,
check 15.
Amla will put it on.
Wow,
Definitely a
Carlos
ring.
just jumped straight to the Arcana check. Mr. Sindelar, would Regdar like to have a look at this thing?
I mean, 15's not bad. I mean, I don't want to be
What can I
like
tell
showing them
Scott?
up.
Then I'm going to hand it off to Regdar. My
All right, well,
Uh,
I
so
rolled a
mentor.
20, so
Oh dear. You can tell it's made of bone.
math's 20.
And it has kind of a raised, sharpened ridge in the center of the outside. It is in better condition than you would think a ring made of bone that was laying here for a while would be in.
Yeah, love a good bone ring. I think I'm going to pass on putting that on, but maybe somebody else wants one.
I'm going to hand it to Regdar.
I would like to study its magical properties with a 20 Arcana check.
So you glimpse into the inner part of the ring, and you see a word or some glyphs are inscribed. Into it.
Can I read these
Glyphs.
arcane runes?
You have a vague memory of them being a signifier of a ring called the Ring of the Edged Discus. And I will tell you, when you take off this ring,
We usually
and-
just call that a frisbee.
no,
Not
just
on
a
Athos.
disc. You
They have
can
no frisbees on Athos? Oh man.
There's nothing good on Athos. We know this.
Yeah.
No. When you throw this ring, it enlarges into an edged discus, and it is an exotic weapon with finesse and a thrown range of short range of 30 and 90, and it deals 1d10 slashing damage. And after it's thrown,
like it's like Xena's weapon.
yes, it returns to you, to the thrower.
That sounds
Okay.
like a good thing for Carlos, who needs ranged weapons and is also a gladiator. I feel like a gladiator throwing a discus just makes sense.
Well, it's also a magic weapon, I take it.
Tis indeed.
It's also
Just-
easy to conceal on your person if you need to look like you're not holding any weapons.
I would be
Carlos.
useless with this thing, so I'm not interested.
Carlos, watch this, and I demonstrate how to do the thing. I assume
You
don't
just
want to do it.
chuck it at his chest.
Catch! think fast. Yeah.
I've just
Oh,
invented the frisbee. Oh, sorry about your head.
It's always good to antagonize the
It does not require attunement.
good
Okay.
because otherwise that would
I'll take it.
Carlos, watch this after a long rest.
I'll take it.
All right.
Good. All right.
How it goes? Does it go well with any of your current rings, Carlos? What's your?
I'm mostly unadorned
Oh,
because we
okay.
weren't allowed
Oh.
adornment in the in the gladiatorial slave pit.
That was like 7 years ago, dude. You got to get over that.
It was really not that long ago.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
7 years.
Might feel
Or
like it, but
2 months.
Depending. All right, and that's all you see here.
I think we should head maybe to the north based on what Amlal felt. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go north.
Go north, young man.
All right. Does somebody want to stealth their way up there and take a peek before the
I'll
rest of
stealth
us?
my way up there.
Why does
Oh,
Amlal keep
16.
stealthing when he's bad at stealth?
I'm pretty good at stealth. I have a +6.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's just bad at
When
rolling.
did that happen?
Great question. I think I've always been stealthy and able to cast spells.
I like that Amlal is here at level 10 discovering the things.
I'm
that he's
learning
doing.
about myself.
He's
Well,
growing.
it's mainly
Journey.
it's
Look.
both there's things you're good at and it's the helpfulness is also extremely novel. So
the greatest
No, not
adventure
having
is
a soul.
self-discovery, okay? And if we
Yeah.
we knew everything about our characters, there would be
Yeah.
nothing more to play for.
that soul was weighing
That's
you
right.
down.
When me soul empty, me must look deeper inside self.
And find
Oh,
nothing.
But yet within nothing, something.
Hmm.
No, that's not
Alright.
how that works.
No.
Go stealth.
Relatable.
I got a
Stealth.
25 on a stealth check, and I don't want Amlal going on his own. So
I thought you
all
just say
right.
I don't want Amlo going.
Amlal
Period.
thinks
well,
You
there's
guys
that.
wait here.
But like,
All right, so Umlal and Shara stealthily creep their way up the northern passage, and they find a branching point that goes to the left and the right.
And the right, you said.
The left, no, the right passage is kind of sloping upwards, and the left passage is at the same level.
I'll go right a little bit.
All right, so you see, what are you doing, Umlal? That the passageway extends for several tens
I
of
will
feet.
follow Shara on tippy toe.
All right. Well, I don't want to get too far away, so I'm just gonna turn and peek down the left corridor a little bit.
Oh, we go left.
You see, this corridor
Maybe we
continues
zigzag.
many tens of feet as well.
Serpentine.
That's right. Don't get shot that way. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Almlal and be like, I think we should go down and tell the others that we just
There
see hallways. I don't think we
There
should
are
go much
two
further.
pathways, yes.
So they return.
Yep.
They merge in
Very
yellow
important.
wood.
We find two hallways.
But you said one of them is sloping up a little bit.
The one
I
to the
feel
right.
like up is not the way that we want to go. I feel like most of the places that we have stopped bad things from happening have been lower as opposed to higher up.
Up is for chumps. Let's go down.
Yeah, or same level. So, or do we exit just to the west?
This is the Earth cult.
The
Where
west
is most
passages
of the
look like they
earth?
might meet down
Down.
there.
They might.
Yeah.
Fair point. All right, I'm gonna scuttle along the pathway to the west here, just a little ways, using my sneaky buggishness.
Stealthy bug.
Stealth bug. That's a 20.
All right, you scuttle your way down. Tell me where. Oh, that way.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what's to the west, and if it looks
So
like it
you
meets up with that
see,
other passage.
The corridor extends. You also see, kind of, you may recall, like these veins of purplish crystal are pulsating in the walls. So you see kind of an uptick in those, and it
Cool.
kind of curves
Yeah, I like
out
a
of your
good curve.
sight.
Oh, okay. So it's curving towards the south there. So,
Yes, it looks like it's curving too.
all right. I will return back and report what's going on over there. And I think if we
First
put
of
our heads
all, you
together, we
guys-
might determine that those paths do not necessarily meet up.
All right. Well, first of all, you guys are super stealthy, and I really appreciate it. Nice work.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Good job.
So stealthy,
Positive
Zatasha didn't even
reinforcement.
notice we were gone.
Mm-hmm. I missed you guys every moment. I think we should
I'm
probably
rolling
go
insight on that.
north and then west. I have advantage on deception checks.
Oh, I like it when we do skill checks within the party.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is the north passage and then to the west? Yes.
Oh.
Sure.
Is anybody going to
Tell me.
argue with me, or shall we go?
No,
Go
we should
team.
go.
Sure,
right.
let's do it.
All right.
All right, give me a
Amlal, go ahead and lead
marching
the way.
order. Oh, Amlal, let's go first.
We
Or this is being told to. Amlal, before you go that far,
Does that passage look
Uh,
familiar to
feel
you,
like
Ammo?
yes,
It's almost like you've been there before.
Vaguely familiar.
you hear coming from this passageway here.
Come down this passage.
Hear a blood-curdling scream.
Me think we chose right direction.
A humanoid scream.
It has arms and legs.
Sure.
like
we
a
only
humanoid.
we only
just mean, like, it's
respond
not
to
a-
all we
humanoids.
really
like
know
a
about the
hyena
scream
It
is
doesn't sound like
we
no, it
only
doesn't
know
sound
its
like
effects
a-
on our blood. We don't know its that really hasn't told us anything.
It does sound as though it was coming from a humanoid of some type.
Is that good or bad?
I feel like we chose the direction we wanted to go, and we should just keep
Yeah,
going.
we should go.
Yep. Screw you, screaming person.
Since it's also Microsoft's slogan.
It is.
Oh boy.
All right, well, tell me you want to
Should
continue
we
up this
maybe
passage.
Should we maybe listen to see if there's anything coming down that passageway before we
That's a
decide?
good thought.
A running, screaming man.
I'll make a
Does anyone want to
perception
give
check
me? Sure.
from way back here. That's a 14.
You say, everybody, quiet. And other than kind of the normal background noises that you've heard, so there's, you're in a cave with lots of stalactites and stalagmites, so there are drips and, strange noises as the wind blows.
Blood-curdling screams, that sort of thing.
Blood-curdling screams, that kind of thing, but nothing noteworthy or unusual from your brief experience down here.
It could have been an illusion. There's a lot of strange stuff happening in.
We did just fight a
all of these
monster that,
areas.
was all about illusion.
It's true.
Might be a trap.
Everything's a trap.
And it didn't happen the first time we looked down there, which is weird. So I feel like we should just keep going the way we're going.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll still
Put
be
your
screaming later, probably.
Unless they're not.
It might
Also
be
not
us.
how that works.
That's Amazon's motto.
All right, so you see
right,
the
let's
passageway
continue.
continues to the west, and then it looks like it goes to the north. So place yourself where you'd like to be, and I can reveal more.
I'll sort of keep an eye on the. Actually, I don't want to be like all the way at the end. I'm squished.
All right, so Omlal, from your vantage point, you see that it stays level for a while going north, and then it starts going up.
Oh no.
Go up.
Up is bad. So we went down only to go up?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
waste of
you gotta
time,
go
this
up to go
passages.
down. Remind me, Scott, where that ping was.
That ping
North.
was
There, you can't see
I
another
need to
one.
check.
There's only one.
Reference acknowledged.
Mhm.
I still think this might get us there.
Well, let's just keep on trucking.
All right. If there's nothing here, we just retrace our steps.
Let's get there.
Yeah, everywhere you go is there. I don't know what that means, but
It's,
so
I don't either.
Visa's motto, or
so you see a passageway that the passageway continues to in a northwardly manner, but you also see a new passageway that is going a little more southernly.
I like new things.
No thanks.
All right. We want to go north or south?
Following the glow.
North?
North.
North we go.
Is there
We'll
any
just, like,
difference in slope?
a quick
And
peek
as
as
you,
we go
you hear
this way.
another blood-curdling scream that comes from this passageway here.
Is it following us?
Does it
No.
sound
Maybe-
any more like
Sounds-
can we hear anything more about it?
It
Or is it
sounds
closer?
as though it is someone experiencing deep anguish.
This is one of these idiot cultists that's being tortured for the ritual. Let's just leave him alone.
Entirely
Scott, what
possible.
can we see from this corner? Like once we cross this corner,
Oh, you
can
want to
we
go
see
ahead?
further down there?
Sure.
I just want. Well, I'm just
further
peeking
down this
but-
corridor.
Yeah. I just wanna
So
see
you see it
what's happening.
turns. It goes
Oh,
southern,
this-
south, and then it turns a
these
little
are-
bit.
These are the worst corridors.
High grade corridors, I'll have you know.
Wow. I think we should continue to navigate by the passages these screams are not coming from. That's
Here,
been
here.
a
Sounds
solid choice
to
so
me,
far.
yeah.
Yep.
Wait a second here.
I second that emotion.
All right, so Umlal, where you are, you can see some stuff. You see
Me
All right,
fancy
we're
stuff.
turning around.
a river of
stuff.
thick mud is gushing from somewhere. You can't tell its origin, running a short way before it gathers into. Can you see that? Yeah, you could just make out this swirling pool of mud. Standing
good,
next
we've
to
ended
the
up in
mud,
sewers again.
you notice. Let's see, what can you see? You
Swirling
can
pool of
see,
We
mud.
can all go
Terrible
mudding. It's going to
album.
be so great for our skin.
you can see what you can see. Which means that you see. Actually, let me move this.
Do we see a
This is
blue
easy.
line?
You see a blue line. That's the line I drew that you could not see before. But you see
Ah.
It goes between
a
downtown and UCSD.
elemental, an earth elemental encased in armor, and several small creatures composed of thick, dripping mud kind of capering about.
Capering.
Capering
Wow.
mudmen.
Came
Great
to the right
capering mudmen,
place.
Batman.
They don't seem to have noticed us, though.
The earth elemental that is armored seems to have its back to you, and it is staring into this swirling pond.
I would think about pushing it in, but it's an earth elemental and it's a river of mud, and I feel like that's probably not going to be as helpful as I'd like it to be.
Probably not.
But it'd be fun.
It would be fun. Let's do it anyway.
Probably see more of this.
Oh, there's a lot of
Oh.
This wouldn't that
Okay.
wouldn't even be the 7th dumbest thing you've done in this last couple of days worth of adventuring, Omlal.
Okay, well, that's I can work my way up the list. There's room for improvement, is what I hear you saying.
There are a lot of these mudmen. Do these look like tough mutters, or are they?
So
do they look like weak
I've
little minion-y
revealed
type
more
guys?
of the room with the thinking that Carlos and Umlal are probably peeking in. So there are two kinds of creatures, elemental constructs, if you will, in here. You have encountered the armored earth elementals before. They're myrmidons, which are basically these giant warriors. I'm sharing a picture in Roll20 of one. So they're rock
Ooh.
people that
That
wear
looks
armor
cool.
and have a large hammer,
Labyrinth time.
earthen hammer. And then the small guys are these tiny little mud fairies, I suppose is the best way, or imps perhaps.
Oh,
They're little
methods.
guys. Yes, they are methods. They are mud methods, and they
For
seem
method?
to be
Yeah.
they're like running all over the place, looking like, and the earth myrmidons are staring into this pool, as the methods are like throwing mud at them, and some of them are dancing on top of the others' heads.
Are they actually made of mud, or are they just method actors?
Oh.
Oh God.
This doesn't really appear to be the the ceremony that we are trying to disrupt, though, does it? Like, it looks like it's
No.
just a bunch of capering
No.
mudmen.
This is just some sort of weird mud orgy.
Just a bunch
Sorry,
of
Erica,
capering mudmen.
I really just want that to be the way you dismiss anything that's, this just looks like a bunch of capering mudmen.
The whole earth cult is really capering mudmen when you think about it.
hmm
You should
Anybody see the
respect their
Republican
customs,
debate
please.
the other day? Just a bunch of capering mudmen.
I mean, I'm fine. It's fine for them to have their beliefs. That's totally okay. I'm looking for the person with the belief that their magic weapon can bring an elemental through onto this plane of existence. That's the belief.
No, you have encountered at this point, I believe, 3 elemental nodes where that ritual takes place. This looks like a bunch of capering mudmen around a puddle of mud.
Even coming from methods, this seems like madness. Let's just move on.
Now you do see from where you're standing, you can make out that there is another. Well, there's more to this room than you can see, and also you see a passageway that is headed to the west out of the room.
I might suggest we go back to the south and take a look through this one before we decide that we're gonna crash a party of capering mudmen.
Or are we heading towards the screaming now?
Yeah.
Screaming or capering, those are your choices.
I'll take screaming.
Yeah,
over
so let's
capering
do it.
any day
You
of
two
the
have
week.
been to my holiday party.
It is my wedding. Are you on the?
Let me take your
capering
coat
side
and
or the
can I show you to the
side?
screaming room or the capering room?
It's like smoking or non-smoking.
Ironically, there's no
Um,
capering in the capering room.
Do we just want
Lots of
to
screaming.
go down the path, or do we want to send someone to stealthily go down the path? Since
I think
there is
that Shara
screaming.
volunteering? Because Shara is the
question.
Sounds
stealthiest.
like it.
I mean,
Yeah,
Mhm.
do it.
Everyone else takes a step back.
Chara likes horrified screaming. Why not? 23.
That's
So
23.
What?
All right, Shara,
Where'd Chara go?
That's right. You have never known a person named Shara. That's how good that stealth check is.
Whoa.
Retroactively. So I will read this and then I'll unveil the room to you.
Oh,
Humanoid
Nice.
bones litter the floor of this cavern. Some skeletons are partially intact, their rib cages shattered by boulders lying on top of them. Only one skeleton remains whole, and it clutches to its chest an open-faced steel helmet decorated with a
Sandwich.
golden circlet above the brow, from which 7 small gold spikes project upward.
Shiny.
It is very shiny.
All
Maybe we
right.
shouldn't have sent Shara.
Oh no.
Um,
Okay. Skeletons or capering mudmen. They're sounding
Yep.
cuter by the minute.
That's true. Although Shara has not reported back yet. So Shara, what would
No.
you like to do?
Shard likes shiny things. Um,
I will draw. I'll put a little X where the crown is.
all right. So Shara thinks, what would Almwell and Carlos do?
No, don't
And she
think
does
that.
the opposite.
The opposite. Good.
all
good,
right.
Got
good,
it.
good.
Got it.
She goes back and says, okay, but there's something really shiny there. Also skeletons. It's a
No.
little ominous, but like
Not
shiny.
like
little?
No.
How many? Just quick check, people.
There's
How
only
many
one layer
skeletons?
of skeletons, right?
Only one layer.
Yeah, that's right.
I think once you're dealing with more than a dozen skeletons, you're solidly into ominous territory.
But also don't forget that Shar is also a little bit necromantic now, so
Oh yeah, this
It
is
really puts the
factoring into my
romantic and necromantic.
Yeah.
factoring into my calculations when I say I think we should go back to the room with all the stalactites, and we noticed
There are
that
bones in that room too.
Yeah, it's true, but there were a
The
lot of
bones, you
purple
know.
veins in the rock, and there are more of them to the west. And I feel like maybe that
Oh, we forgot
is a
Randy.
clue that
Yeah,
we
we
want to
almost
head
left
in
Randy
that direction.
behind.
At least we should check it out before we have to go through a room that includes
Oh, yeah.
a whole bunch of skeletons.
Let's keep
or
shopping. I
mudmen.
agree. We have capering mudmen and creepy skeletons. Let's keep looking because I don't
What's
like those
behind door
options.
number 3?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
okay, fine.
For now, we might come back. You never know. We're not coming back.
I mean, once this is all over, you loot to your heart's content. You can take all the shinies, all of them, assuming that these tunnels don't completely fill with like molten
Mud.
rock.
all right. So Carlos, as you are walking down that path, everyone feels this. A tremor shakes the entire structure, or dungeon, I suppose, if you will. And underneath Carlos, there's a large cracking as a fissure opens, and he falls in
Oh no.
down 50 feet.
We have rope.
Be
But,
a
but
Exactly
dexterity
50
saving-
feet of rope.
don't need
Dexterity
rope.
saving throw,
can
please.
I, straight up dexterity, or can I do
Is
like
it-
acrobatics or?
You can do acrobatics.
Is it just under Carlos, or does Zatasha?
It is just under
Fall as well.
Carlos. It
Carlos.
extends, in front of Carlos, but he gets caught by it.
24.
All right, Carlos, you take
No damage.
You take no damage. I don't think that's true. You take 16 points of
All right,
damage.
fine.
And now you're on the bottom of a 50-foot fissure in the ground. Now
Randy's
you do
gonna
notice
fly his butt down there and see what's going on.
Oh.
If you need a lift out of there, you're good.
Randy can fly.
Because he's a Pegasus.
Hey, what's down here, Scott? Anything good?
There's some
There's a
rocks.
doorway?
There's glowing purple crystals
Oh.
embedded in the rocks.
More of
It-
those
it
purple
seems-
crystals.
As you look at the walls, they are rough, so you feel like you could climb up if you wanted to, if you didn't have a Pegasus nearby.
Hey, pal.
Or even if you do have a Pegasus nearby, you can still climb up the walls. It's up
I'm
to you.
gonna have
Yeah, if you want to
Randy, give me
insult
ride
a
back up.
Pegasus.
Hey, Randy, give me a ride.
Okay.
All right, and
He
then
can't speak, but he does lower his head and allows you to hop on.
oh, there you go. That Randy.
Whee!
He
puts
does a
the
barrel
ghosts
roll.
Back
and
up to the top.
Pegasus.
Do a barrel, Randy.
And then everyone can. We don't even need to bother you. Everyone else can, as long as you are careful, you can inch yourselves around the fissure, and there's no danger to you falling in.
I'm
That was
very,
just
very klutzy,
random
but I
Carlos
also
peril.
currently take no falling damage. So
Oh,
I'm surprised you got out of there, Carlos, because for like 5 seconds you were the Fissure King, and now you're just a commoner again.
Grudgingly.
wow.
I don't appreciate cracks like that, Steve.
Oh boy.
oh.
Well, how about this one?
All right, so you
All right,
can
let's-
make yourselves back in
Yes.
the previous cavern that also has bones all over the floor,
Mhm.
and you have this semi-explored passageway to the northwest. that
I look at
goes then
Shara and
southerly.
say, there might be something shiny over there.
We all just going home now, or what's our?
All right. In search of more potential shinies.
Maybe we
Or
should go back to
an
that
image
plane
of
with,
that crown
like
is
retire to the
conjured up
plane
in
with
your
the
head.
Victorian hippos.
Victorian hippos.
Like, why are we? Why? I mean, I guess we're
We-
heroes or something.
You are Athos's mightiest heroes.
Poor Athos.
Actually, we are.
You
That's
mean
the
like
truth? We actually
Athos? I mean, maybe we're like tears, my days.
I mean, most people on Athos don't live till level 10. By
That's
virtue
true.
of that alone, I mean,
No,
And
I
they
think-
start at level 3.
I think we are literally Athos's mightiest heroes, and that's how bad this place is.
Oh wow, we should probably adjust our behavior
At least send an apology card or something.
Oh,
like
Yeah.
Sure. Mm.
to
Shara,
society.
ooh,
Maybe
are you
be
doing
very
something?
Sorry.
Somebody doing something?
Which way do we want to go?
West.
West. Okay.
Young
Yeah,
man.
I'll try to.
Okay.
I'll try to stealth.
We're plane of existence
Oh.
inspectors, really.
Um,
Oh,
it's a
even
25
better.
this time.
Jeepers.
Goodness gracious. All right, you stealthily just put yourself where you'd like to be. All right, so Shara, that corridor continues to the south, and you notice that it goes underneath this little stone bridge that you may recall from when you came in to the Black Geode. You took a peek in there. I don't think you actually saw what was in there, but it continues under there for quite a ways.
Okay. Again, well, there's nothing shiny, so there's not really a debate. I'll go back and tell
Plus
the
they're
group
screaming.
that it's
But it is going downwardly, apparently, if it's going
Yeah.
under the other.
further subterranean, no screaming.
No capering.
So
I mean, that
far.
sounds
No
good on both
capering.
counts.
Yeah, no pile of skeletons.
I didn't
right.
comment on the skeletons.
All right, I think that we should at least try going that way. And if we run into another pool of capering mud people, then we'll reassess.
As you do.
Mhm.
Keep going down soon enough, we'll reach the core.
Mm.
Mm,
The only way
is
out.
through.
yep. Well, let's go through. Who wants to lead this
Okay.
time? I look at Carlos and Umlaw.
Homewall goes first. I go second. That's how we do this.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I don't love both of the really tanky people being in front because I'm afraid we're going to get attacked from behind. But
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, if you want your tanks at the back, you could. That's a choice.
no, like one of each. I like the
Hmm.
tank sandwich.
Umlal. It
Yes,
might be
sir.
dangerous. You go first.
You go first.
Oh.
Which are we going, north or west? Which way do we land on?
West.
West.
West. Let's
Over
go.
here,
West.
Umlal.
Yes.
Over
Oh,
here.
man.
Okay. Yes. Me
All right,
straight
so this-
on until morning.
This corridor goes underneath this little bridge.
Ooh, me like a good bridge. Though this more of
Like
more of a tunnel.
musically,
And you
or-
see kind of an eerie glow ahead of you,
Oh, that's a good
the-
sign.
seemingly.
very eerie.
And then is that where you're stopping? Okay, there you
no, just keep going. No, keep
All
going until
right.
you tell me to stop.
Couch
go.
cover,
This
here we go.
cave is a forest of glowing crystals, which grow like
Ooh.
foliage on slender stone columns
Mm.
that make it difficult to gauge the chamber's true side. Side? I can't say the size. There you go.
Size.
Chamber's true size. Slumped against one of the columns is a dead man wearing a stone breastplate.
Oh,
Not shiny though, I guess.
Mm,
not
And he's
so-
probably only got one skeleton, so we're improving.
I'm rolling perception on that. Oh, I rolled a 1, so 7.
He does, in fact, have one skeleton.
It's hard to determine how many skeletons he has at the moment.
you can't
with
see
that
inside.
roll.
There could
That's
be
right.
lots of skeletons in there.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Depends how good he is at chewing.
You know, I have it on good authority that 80% of the human body is skeleton. So
Mm-hmm. The rest is
Okay.
air.
that's right.
The other 50%.
All right. So, do we want to continue? Give the skeleton wide berth?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea before we go too far in there for somebody to take a good close look at one of those crystals that's sticking out. I want to make sure that they're not gonna, I don't know, explode into the shards and poke us or take over our minds or something like that. I don't think my Arcana is super great. It's not. Well,
Mine's not
actually, it's
either.
not so bad. It's +4.
You might start with just some perception.
That's true. But Amwal got a 7.
Yeah, well, I
So
mean,
we know
he
everything
was
there
looking
is
at
to
that.
know.
Was he looking at the body or the
He-
the
He
crystal?
was looking at the body.
I don't
Yeah,
even
it's
know
true.
what I was looking at. I rolled so low.
All right. I will come
I'll
up
go-
to
He
He
about
wanted
this
to
card.
see.
Okay.
What are we
I will-
perceiving?
I'm specifically looking at the crystals. Somebody else can
Okay.
maybe look at the room itself, but I'm looking at the crystals with Arcana, and that is a 13.
These.
magic?
I mean, so you know that crystals, there are a variety of magical crystals. It does not appear as though these are particularly magical. They are glowing, which is unusual, but there are that could
feels
just
like
be
magic.
could be you also have noticed, all of you have noticed strange things have been happening to the terrain here, i.e. Carlos just fell down a crack and in the floor. So it could be you can hypothesize that the kind of the elemental energy that has been harnessed in the elemental node is having its impact on the terrain, and that these glowing crystals perhaps are a result of that.
Hachka's going to hop on Randy in case the floor opens up again.
Okay.
I'll do. I guess I'll just check the room generally. Is there anything super unusual here? Like any? I know that the circumstances are weird. Is there anything that strikes me as extra weird? in
Throw
the
like a
room?
rock in there and see if the crystals shoot out of the wall like
Yeah,
cacti.
something.
Oh.
That's
Uh,
actually not a bad idea.
That's
Oh,
a
thank you.
21.
You're
21
welcome.
for perception.
Actually, not a bad idea. That's the
Oh, there
nicest
you
thing you've ever said to me.
So Shara, you with a 21, you sense that this room has been set up purposefully to kind of grow or encourage these crystals, because they are growing on these kind of slender stone columns that don't seem natural. They do seem to have spread, across the room as well. And as I said, or at least attempted to say several times, the number of crystals in here make it difficult to ascertain the true size of the room. So
And
you
also to
think
count them.
It's like a crystal farm.
it is like a crystal farm, exactly. You also would think, and I imagine you're thinking about this, it would be difficult to move through this room without touching some crystals.
Okay.
Guys, I feel like it would be difficult to move through this room without touching some crystals.
Also, it
I was
really
just thinking
looks,
about that.
also
Okay, me
really,
touch all the crystals then.
It
That's
really
a-
looks like they're cultivating crystals here.
Oh, because they're a cult. I get it.
Ah,
I like it.
I
Mhm.
don't.
Yes. Oh, that's kind of like, how all these celebrities are growing marijuana nowadays. This seems to be
I
they're
don't follow
growing
that, Scott.
crystals.
What?
They're
You
all
think-
doing
you
it.
think that this cult is
Hollywood
run by
elites with
Athasian
their marijuana
celebrities?
farms. I think so. Cheech and
Wow,
Chong.
Scott,
Isn't
Scott,
What do
did
you-
you
what
get
do I-
to be 100 years old yesterday? I don't understand what happened.
I'm telling you, ever since the movies have started talking, it's downhill.
Those
Mm.
talkies.
Mm.
So I don't know if we want to risk triggering some kind of crystal event, or
I mean, we don't know for sure that this is the direction we need to go, but if it is the direction we need to go, we're gonna have to go through here eventually. And
Do
this
you
is
think-
going down, and it's extra crystally. I don't know. It feels extra. I don't know.
Crystals
Ominous.
to the west of us,
Could Regdar do a
screaming to the right
quick
of us.
Arcana check on the chance that a crystal's going to destroy us?
Sure.
Yeah, roll a
You
D100.
probably do better
Critical
than I did.
fail, which
Oh,
is still a
ooh,
9
did-
for Regdar.
Oh,
You did not do
Well,
better than I did.
Regdar knows that you're always in danger of being
Oh.
destroyed by a crystal.
is
Does-
anyone?
Does Regdar have anxiety too?
I-
Oh no!
I'm gonna take my sword and just chop off a crystal off the wall and see if it breaks off and what happens.
Is anyone good at medicine to check the body to
All right,
see how?
Carlos, well, in order to
yeah,
do that, you must
Kachka
enter
is
the
moving
room.
away
Oh.
from Carlos.
I'm just going to the first crystal. That
The
I
crystal
see.
you're holding expands to encompass your entire arm.
Whoa. All right. Well, okay, Carlos,
I'll let the medicine check happen first. Then
Oh, okay.
if I have to venture into the room first, I'm gonna wait on that one.
So
I
what are
just
we
thought-
doing with a medicine check?
Mine's +2.
To look at the
So
dead
is
body.
mine. So how bad
Oh,
could
look
it
at the
be?
dead body. I see.
Presumed dead body.
Oh,
That-
The
I rolled
medicine
a-
check to see if we
I-
can smoke these things.
I rolled a 5. He dead.
he is dead. Umlal is certain that dead body is dead.
I feel like to do a full on.
95% sure.
Yeah, I think we'd have to get closer to do a really good medicine check. I think that it's worth Carlos just trying to lop one of them off the wall and see what happens.
First one I see as I'm getting close to enter the
Sure.
room, but
I will say you
before
don't
I'm
have to enter the
stepping or
room.
touching
There's
on
one
any
right.
others.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Carlos, you swing your sword.
Yeah.
Is that it? And you shatter a crystal. Little crystal shards go everywhere and don't cause any damage, but make it unpleasant for the people that are nearby. So that would be Carlos and Zatasha, and maybe even Shar get kind of pelted with little sharp bits of crystal.
Nothing happens.
But now we are
Well, you shattered the
sparkly.
crystal, but nothing further happens.
Shinies.
I don't mind the sparkle. I'm not
That's
not
true.
gonna lie.
You've been glittered, so you'll be like that for the rest of the
Forever.
rest of your lives.
So we'll
And-
just
So we might as
follow
well
the
go
glitter
through this
trail.
room now. Yeah.
This room is just the Athos equivalent of a bedazzler.
It's a bedazzling room. That's right.
All right, we're in. Let's go.
Say no.
You had me at B.
All right. Let's. I feel like it's probably not wise for me to go first, but I will if nobody else is
Amla will
brave enough
happily
to.
wade through a bunch of crystals.
Zatasha might be able to
Right.
fly right
Oh,
through the
Amlal,
crystals.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, this is.
Well, will not surprise you to know that is not my strong suit.
He's the wisest of us. Well,
I got a 10.
Yeah, the one that lost his soul.
Ready?
He unburdened his soul.
It was a burden.
All right.
I mean, it's not like his behavior has changed a lot since then, which really
Sure.
makes you kind of honestly that
What
asks
the
a lot of
souls are kind
questions
of
about.
extraneous, right?
Well,
yeah, in fact,
what
it was
is-
taking up
makes you
space that
wonder.
he's since filled with things like communing with nature. I mean, he's,
I mean, I'm
it's like
just, you
better
know,
man.
Like an appendix, basically.
So Amlal,
It's
you
just-
are
It's not
there are
like
crystals
it's
all over
made him
you.
A bad
You're-
person.
not crystals all over you. Crystals near you. You are amongst the crystals.
can he
You
see
have
further
brushed
into
against
the
some.
room?
You can see further into the room. That's an excellent point.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Ooh,
I will
more
reveal.
crystals.
It is chock-a-block with crystals, as they say in the crystal biz.
Mm-hmm.
The crystal room is being filled.
Are these Folgers crystals?
Those are the stone columns.
No,
Can't
that's
tell the difference between
They've
regular
replaced these
and,
with.
and
Yeah. No, that's actually really nice coffee. They snuck it out. They snuck the Folgers
I-
crystals out.
I could burn quite a few psi points and take on Misty form, so I could
Like-
zip through the room quickly. And
So far, nothing has happened, right?
it's true.
That we know
So-
of.
As far as the very wise Omlal knows.
But like every place is that, right? Every place is we don't know what awful things.
True.
Okay, yeah, that's
So why
fair.
is it any different?
You guys are being very
Because
cautious
it's an
this
ominous room
session.
full of crystals.
None of these crystals have screamed to us, so it seems like we're up one. We haven't figured out what murdered that guy, though, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
That's true.
twice
Umlal
or
has stopped, so he could continue if he would like to
Sure.
examine, or other people could do
I'm
things.
not letting him get too far away.
Oh, okay.
I am following Omlal as
All
as
right.
per usual.
Does that
Zatasha,
guy look
give
recently
me a
dead?
wisdom saving throw.
Is he like? Does he look like the crystals attacked him from outside or from inside? You know?
Well, Umlal needs to get closer to see what. There's still flesh on him, so you know he hasn't.
Ooh, what? Should leave with
21.
that.
Not a skeleton.
All right, not a skeleton. He's a meaty skeleton, as the doctors say.
Mm.
I want different doctors.
Yeah, those
the
are
number of
not
time
good,
I've
even
gone into
by-
my doctor. He's like, you got a good meaty skeleton on you.
Right. I'm gonna turn back to everybody. I'm gonna say this place is really weird.
Dan, that
Let
is a butcher, and I've asked you to stop getting medical care there.
I feel like we shouldn't all.
hey,
come
what
in
doctor
here
isn't, huh?
Hey.
Until
Oh, scathing.
sussed. So does it curve around to the south? Can Omlal see now?
Oh, yes, he can. You could see that.
I could see clearly.
There's
now.
just like a little.
Okay, so
it
it's
is.
not
More
another
crystals.
passageway.
Okay, how do I have to make? Did I move far enough in the room to get close enough to this guy without making another?
You
Check.
need to be there. You can give me a medicine check or whatever. Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you.
I
what
will.
you
I will
sure.
come next to Amla, and I will also make a medicine check. We will.
I got a 12.
All right. So you both are right next to him. So you can see that this is clearly one
I got a
of the
20.
Earth cultist guards that you've seen a million times wearing their stone armor. And with a
you got
20,
a 20. So basically, as Zatasha relates things, Amal does the thing where like she'll be like, he's dead, and as soon as she says a word, he like chimes in like dead. Yes. Yeah.
dandelion.
Me
Dead.
agree.
I mean dead.
100. Me concur. 100%.
So he is dead. You know for sure he is dead because he has a large wound in his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
Is there a
warm?
crystal sticking through it, or is
There's
it...
he is laying atop crystals, and there's blood. His blood has flowed across many crystals, but it does not appear as though the crystals are related in any way to his injuries.
All right. Does
Uh-oh.
it look like his blood has seeped into the crystals in some way that maybe they
Oh.
gashed his neck open on purpose to feed the crystals with his blood?
It does not. It looks
Watch,
like his
is
blood.
that
way
just
too
what
much
I-
Doctor Who.
It's like, if you were murdered in a fine china shop, your blood would be sprayed across the china, but that doesn't mean the china is soaking and drinking your blood.
It depends.
I feel like we
on
need
the
to
china.
test that
Shots.
hypothesis before we.
All right, to the fine china shop.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay.
Does her 20 get
can I
anything
take a
else,
look?
Scott? Is there any other?
He's been dead for, let's say,
35 seconds. Oh,
1d4 days.
Okay. I have rolled a 20 on perception. Is there
1d6.
anything about his person?
About
there's something
so,
about his
like-
person.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is.
Can't.
he has a certain
Me,
je
me
ne sais
find
quoi.
drawn to him. Does he have any stuff?
He's got some stuff.
Got a
He
meaty skeleton.
does have a meaty skeleton. That does need to be revealed, though.
No. Hard pass.
Uh-uh.
He is wearing this very heavy.
Have we been
stone-
so desensitized to skeletons that we can't not see a corpse and just think that's a skeleton that's meaty? Like we can't just take in a corpse as like this is a
Beast
I'm
person.
with you.
It's like we
Kids
view
today.
everything now through a lens of where are you on the to becoming a skeleton continuum?
It's the circle of life.
We're all just skeletons deep inside, Tony.
All right,
Just a
thanks,
question
they
of how
might be
deep.
giants.
So he's encased in this. It's a guy, and he is encased in this stone plate mail that you've seen before. So you could take some time and unwrap him. He also has a stone morning star that has fallen out of his hands.
Does he look like an earth cultist that we've
He looks like a
encountered?
black earth guard that you've encountered before.
Okay.
I mean, the archetype, you do not recognize this particular person.
Oh, it's Ray.
Why is he here by himself? It's
Ray's a
weird.
loner.
Okay. I dig. All right.
Shame
so
about him.
should we just
I
keep
think
going?
I think just the two of us. I say to Elmo, I think that you and I should go until we can see that there is either an exit to this room or not an exit to this room, and then have everybody else follow us if we think that they should, but not have everybody tromp through here. I still just don't trust all of these crystals.
Umla, what is your movement?
Pretty good. Why do you ask?
I would like you to take your full movement and run down the corridor. This corridor.
Which corridor?
Like
That
back
corridor?
away.
Yep. So you see Umla running out of the room. And
Me gotta go. Me forgot something. Left oven on.
That's the opposite of what I just said.
I'll need to make movement.
Do I have any idea?
Ready to
Basically
keep in
run-
mud now.
I can't get much. I can't go any farther than that without running into Carlos, or like I can't stop in his space. But
well, you're doing a double move because you're running.
I'm doing a double move.
Mhm.
Bye, Carlos. See you later.
Can we
Oh,
try
hey,
to
buddy,
grab
bye,
him as he
buddy,
goes by?
Bye.
Grab him. Grab that Omlal.
Nope, me gone. I move 40 feet per move.
And he stops there and kind of shakes his head.
It's like
Oh,
that just
scene
happened.
Nope.
in Star Wars where Chewie doesn't want to go back into the trash compactor, basically.
Just makes me want to go this way even more. I'm very
now that Umla is
obstinate.
not here, I want to stay here.
Boy, I can teleport back if I need to.
Mm,
I'm guessing I failed that wisdom check.
Maybe.
I rolled a 10.
I mean,
Let's all
Car-
agree.
Maybe
yeah,
it's the
you're
wise
probably
move to
good.
run the hell back down the hall. I don't know.
Good call.
might be.
All right.
It might be. Let's see. How far can I? Let's see. So all these crystals are glowing, right? So it's hard to see just how
They
big the
are.
room is, but it's not like it gets dark at some point.
Well, you haven't been here long enough, so you don't know if it gets dark at some point. But it doesn't darken in the room itself. There's not a dark point.
I will telepathically say to Shara, I'm gonna go just a little bit farther and see what I can see. That freaked me out that Amlal ran away, but maybe they're trying to hide something.
Okay. Can I communicate back?
No, but I
Or
can
do you
see
just-
you, so
yeah,
you can.
okay.
If you nod,
I thumbs
I'll
up.
see
Or you can just say out loud. Okay.
it.
I don't know. After Amla just ran by, and I don't know why.
All right, I'm taking
Not
a few
even
more steps
Amlal
into the
knows
room.
why.
Can I see
All right.
any farther now?
You can see. Dun dun dun. There's a corridor this way, and you also hear coming from that corridor like a some sort of roaring, rumbling, deep. Not roaring. Roar is not the right word. Deep kind of rumble. And you also
So like a roar.
not a roar,
Hmm.
more of a rumble.
Okay.
Let's
Uh,
get ready to roar.
And then you see
More
another
geological.
passageway going to the northwest. So there are two passageways, one to the northwest and one to the northeast. I don't know
All
if
right,
you
I'm
can-
gonna come
this
back
one's
and report.
How high is the ceiling in there?
That is a good question. The ceiling heights in this cavern are mostly so the tunnels are 15 feet high, and the caverns, so which would include this crystal cavern, are 30 feet high.
And
Okay.
is that enough
And-
that if Randy or I were flying, we'd be able to keep away from the crystals?
That was the second question.
It would
Or
be very
are they long
difficult.
enough?
There are
Okay.
lots and lots of crystals.
I this may not be the way that we need to go, but it certainly feels like it could be. So,
It's certain. Yeah, it does seem like it.
I mean, has Amlo come back? Has somebody go check on Amlo?
Nope, I'm gone.
He
I went home.
He stopped there. He didn't come back. He can do whatever it is he wants. I think he just wants some alone time.
Amlo, we miss you. Come back.
Yeah, are your crystals still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know why you ran away, Amlo?
No. Just
That's what worries
I
me.
needed to go.
Law, sometimes we feel feelings, and that's okay.
Mhm.
You know, like
And
to talk
sometimes
about
we feel feelings, and it's not okay. We need
Because
to
they've been
determine-
given to us by psychic monsters or crystals.
Me feel only two feelings:
Oh.
rage and
Mhm.
absence of and balloons. And balloons.
Yeah, which did the balloons indicate?
Yeah.
Is that
Those are
rage and
his
absence
rage
of?
balloons.
You're welcome.
What is happening?
What are you doing,
It's fine.
Dan?
Nothing's happening. You're seeing things. Anyways, crystals.
So Amlal was seeing things too.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
I think we need to go through this room, but I think maybe we should hold hands or something because I'm worried that half of us are going to try to run away. Myself included, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if holding hands is going to prevent that, but we can give it a shot.
I mean,
Jason's
or-
glitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's hologram is flickering.
I'm sorry. I'm not really here.
Your simulation.
Remember
is
me as I
causing problems.
was.
Orange.
Or
Ooh.
a couple of us could go and try to just check out the corridors on the other side and see if they actually continue or if they're just like little dead end hallways or something.
Yes.
The
all of
question is then,
these-
how do the rest of us get across? Right? Like,
Well, I mean, maybe we don't need to. That's why I'm thinking.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but if we do need to, then it doesn't. Then yeah,
Then we book
I
it.
don't know.
But
yeah, 50. I feel like. I'm willing to try again. I just don't think it's necessarily going to go that much better. But who knows? Maybe I'll roll well.
maybe you should sit this one out, Amal. Maybe Carlos should.
Ah, yes,
Should try.
Carlos, noted for his wisdom saves are definitely way better than mine, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
Zatasha doesn't realize that there's a wisdom save involved. This is
Well, then maybe your
Character
wisdom's
versus
not
player.
great either.
Oh. So what would you like to do?
All right. So Tasha says, "Okay, I'm marching through this room. Maybe somebody
Okay.
wants to come with me. Maybe somebody doesn't.
Okay,
But-
I'll come with you.
Ooh.
Carlos says, "I'll
Okay.
protect you.
Thank-
I'm
thank you,
tough.
excellent.
Carlos.
I ain't
right.
afraid of no crystals." He says.
All right, I
Carlos
wanna-
promptly falls and impales himself on a large crystal.
I want to go back.
But
He
I'm
wasn't
not
afraid
afraid
of
of
it.
Same spot I was.
Carlos,
I already
give
killed
me-
one.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please, Carlos.
6.
Excellent.
Okay, so Carlos, you enter the room
Mhm.
and you just stop and gaze in awe at the crystals. And you are just
I mean, they're
You're
pretty
just
cool.
Hypnotized.
overwhelmed by the beauty,
Oh.
the natural beauty that you are surrounded by.
Wow.
Right.
Carlos, you
Look
lived a
at a
tough
crystal.
life. The sand of the arena was just, all you knew. You never knew
Crystal
such beautiful things were
cavern.
possible.
Like the sand outside of the arena.
All the way.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
different sand.
I've seen Carlos stop and like look at cool,
Wow.
pretty stuff before. So
Normal
I just
car.
keep going. About this far. Can I see any farther?
Have you
Are
ever
there
Before I-
looked
blacklight
at
posters around here somewhere?
crystals before?
Feels like there should be.
So, Zatasha, as you are going further up, you hear
Yeah,
this rumbling intensify since you're getting closer to the source.
But there are fewer
Uh,
crystals. It looks like.
There are fewer crystals that way, and that is a corridor that is going up. And then you see over here, this corridor is also going up. And I keep hitting the back button on my browser. So let me reload roll 20 and show you what you see here, which is the corridor continuing to go to the northwest, but going upward. So both this corridor is going up and the other one is going down.
All right.
Is that
I
right?
turn
No,
back to
this one is
Carlos.
going down. So the one to the northwest
Oh.
is going down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And the one to the northeast is going up. I apologize.
All right. So Tasha, I turn around as if to say to Carlos. Oh, and Carlos is way back there. So I go back to Carlos and I say, Carlos, it looks like that one's going down and that one's going. And I wave my hand in front of his face. Anything?
He
Nothing.
does not react to you at all.
What if I grab his hand and gently pull him back toward the rest of the group? Will he come, or is he just rooted in its spot?
He will follow you, but he is not interacting, and he's just. And after about, I don't know, 5 seconds or so, he snaps
Okay.
out of it.
All right. Yeah. I
Whoa.
in that time I've led him back to the group.
Those
So he's over
crystals
here.
are awesome.
I don't even
Turned him into
understand
Shaggy.
what you people are going
Wow.
on about. Regdar
Zoinks.
strides into the crystal room.
Oh, Zatasha follows him immediately.
Oh, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Would you say that this
Regdar.
is a spell or magical effect?
It's an excellent question.
That's an okay question.
Yeah, I would say no.
Okay. Regdar seemingly is super wise. I rolled a 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just walking around.
I mean, it is pretty, right?
Regdar,
It's
flicking
fine.
crystals.
I mean,
Okay, so
it's
Zatasha, we
okay.
get to here, and I
It's
point.
fine.
I say, see that corridor? There's some rumbling. It kind of goes up over in that direction. It's kind of going down. I feel like that's probably the way we need to go.
I mean, we're not just going to
What do you
stand
think?
here and not go through the crystal cavern all day, right? Like, let's do
I
this.
hope not. Let's just okay. How do you want to get the rest of these yahoos through this room without running away or stopping?
Well, it's not by
oh.
calling us Yahoos. Thank you very much.
I was whispering, but I guess it echoed through the crystals.
Carlos and Ulal, give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Boom, 20.
16.
All right.
I think we should just try to make it through as fast as we can, and everybody keep an eye
All
on
right,
everybody
left
else.
or right, Zotasha?
Left.
All right, everybody, this way. And I cast a firebolt in that direction. I can do magic.
All
Why
right.
not?
It scorches the wall.
And I scamper to the left.
All right.
Camper.
Now,
Oh.
does everybody make it through, or
Well, we'll see. Shara, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't think I get advantage. Hang on. Yeah, no. Okay, so 7.
All right. So what is your maximum move? Mint?
No, this way, guys. This way.
And you will run down the corridor as well. So just place yourself. So Shara walks in, looks around with her eyes, says nope, and runs down the corridor.
The traditional way to look around.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, she says nope with
you
her
might
eyes.
use your
She
eyes.
looks with
I come
Hey,
back
where you
this
going,
far.
Shara? Oh.
And give me another wisdom saving throw when you have a moment, Shara. What are you doing, Kachka?
I'm keeping an eye on Shara for now in case something crazy happens.
How about a 0 on that?
Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you that's not good.
Oh, surprise!
You know. So Shara is runs past Kachka and Randy and just kind of stops and just stands there. What do you do, everybody? So we'll start with Kachka. Kachka, what do you do? Shara has
We're
kind
gonna
of a
head over and see
vacant
if
expression.
we can. Yeah, Randy and I are gonna head over and just try and give her like a little shake to see if we can knock her out of whatever it is that she's got going on.
Okay. What is everyone in the room doing? So you all saw Shara come in and run away.
I went to the center of the
Me
room
know
so that I
that
could
feeling.
see.
Regdar is going to head
Both
north and just to make sure nothing's sneaking up on us
Yep.
from this tunnel.
Carlos
to
will go
murder
with
us.
Regdar. Carlos is being
Carlos and Regdar
minded.
together again.
Amla will
Never
try to
gonna get
call
murdered.
after Shara. Shara, come back.
Come with me. Regdar and
It okay?
Carlos,
Crystal's not that scary.
give me perception checks, please.
Okay.
And Shara, give me wisdom saving throw, please.
Hot 4 coming out.
12 from Carlos.
All right. You don't see or hear anything unusual.
Got a 10 on my wisdom save.
All right. So Shara, you kind of seem to gather your wits about you, and you realize that you're standing in the corridor for some reason, and Kachka is in front of you.
Kachka says hi.
That was weird.
Are you good?
I guess. I think so.
Cool. I'm gonna go check out this crystal room.
Okay, I'm right behind you, I guess.
Do you have a particularly low wisdom?
-1.
Oh, I thought that was Kachka asking Shara. That's a weird.
I'm not very
question.
wise. No, Kachka. In case you hadn't noticed.
So here's what I'm thinking. There's probably room for 2 on Randy. And Randy's got a pretty decent wisdom. So if you want to hop up with me, we can like
It's a good idea.
close our eyes and strap in as much as we
You gonna
can. And
lash yourselves to Randy, or you just fall off when you're frightened?
That's true. Nothing bad has ever happened when someone says, close your eyes and strap in.
oh boy.
I'm willing to try it.
All right, let's give it a go. All right, so we're going to start heading in.
All
Randy is with us aboard.
Randy and Kachka, please
Man,
give me,
it's hard
and
to
actually
imagine that
Shara,
we had an
give
adventure
me,
before there was Randy.
wisdom saving throws.
My eyes are
I'm-
closed if it makes any difference.
I'm sorry, me too, Scott?
Yes, please.
Oh, Lord. That's a 10.
Well, that's a 0 for me.
Oh, no.
The best.
And Randy got an 18,
Good old Randy.
which is good because Randy is very fast. We would be like back in the air temple.
That's true. So, Shara,
Yeah.
I would like you to make a melee attack against
No.
Kachka.
Aw. I knew it was coming, and yet. All right, so I'm guessing Shara's going to pull out her dagger. That's an 18.
Nice
Kachka,
shot.
just look at this.
Well, that's a hit for sure.
Oh.
Just a dagger. I'll be all right.
Does it do sneak attack damage?
And it's 4 piercing damage.
I mean, it was surprising.
It was a surprise. That's true. Maybe you should do
I don't think it's.
I
you're
forget
not,
how
it's
sneak
not
attack
eligible,
works.
is
Thanks
it?
for bringing it
No.
up,
I
Dan.
think
Really
so.
appreciate it.
No, it isn't. Let's say no. All right, so you take 4 points of damage as a dagger slides between some plates in your carapace. And also, Kachka, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Why not?
because Kachka, you jump off of Randy, and you
Get a 6.
fall down. So you don't move, but you kind of crumple under
Storytelling.
Randy, looking like
far-
you want to scuttle.
How far into the room were they when this had Randy gotten when all of this started to happen?
Basically right there.
Oh, okay. So they didn't even get in the room.
No, they did get in the room. So right here.
Just there.
And so
Okay.
Kachka's there. Shara's still on Randy.
At least I'm out of stabbing range now. That was actually a pretty sweet roll.
So what do the rest of you do? You see, Zatasha certainly sees it. Carlos and Regdar do not, and Umlal, of course, sees it as well.
We're off having our own adventure.
What are you doing? Shara, should I also stab Kachka?
No. Amlal, grab.
Kachka says no.
I say, Amlal, grab Shara, pick her up, carry her over to Regdar and Carlos.
He cannot.
Okay.
Shara is on Randy, flying.
Is Randy flying though? Oh, I didn't realize Randy was flying. I thought
think
Randy was just...
Randy
This is
was
gonna
flying.
be a
I thought
little
it was running.
tricky.
I think Randy's just hoofing it. It doesn't seem like
Oh, okay.
30 feet is.
Well, then Randy.
Almost like
Amlal
8
can
feet
grab
tall. He's
Shara.
like running around trying to grab
And
Shara.
Shara,
off.
give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
This is for who?
Shara.
Too.
Oh, okay.
And
My
Kachka.
favorite thing. That's an
Woo!
18.
That's a good roll.
All right. So Shara, you kind of come to your senses as you see Umlal grabbing your waist and trying to take you off of Randy. So you could do what you will.
I think as
Kachka.
punishment, you should just have to be carried across the room. Fine.
And Kachka, give me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay.
Was I aware of what I was doing?
No.
So I don't necessarily know what happened as Almal is carting.
You have hazy memories of some sort of excellent attack.
You are holding a dagger that's coated in bug ichor, but other
Yes,
than
and
that,
then you look down, you see
A
Kachka
wink-a-dink.
at your feet, and Kachka has a very in her multifaceted eyes seem to be glazed over as her mandibles are open and she just looks dazed.
Me think you hit her pretty hard.
What is happening?
just get her out of here, Amlal. I'll
All right.
worry about Kachka.
Alma will try to carry Shara across the.
I mean,
the
Randy can just
boards.
book it. He can fly 90 feet on a turn. So
Sure, and Steve, you can move Randy. Randy is fine, so Randy can act normally.
okay.
And if Shara's not resisting Omlal's picking her up, then you don't need to roll anything.
I think that after running 60 feet and waking up like 60 feet away from where I was, and then having a dagger covered in Kachka blood, I think I'm just going to let Almal carry me off.
Okay.
Just go with it, friend.
Enjoy the ride.
Yep.
Over there.
Piggyback ride.
All right.
You guys are stuck to each other.
So Kachka has fallen off Randy. Randy's keep going, Randy. So I'm going to try to shake Kachka out of it.
Or you could just throw Kachka onto Randy. Wow, that would work too.
I mean, I could try. I'm not very strong, but
You would need to give me a strength check based
I
on.
mean, I'll try it. But
Sure.
that's probably.
It's, I would say, not that hard, like a 12.
I rolled a 4, and that is +0. So
These are some good rolls, people.
So you're,
I mean,
you're
this is-
struggling with
strength is
Kachka,
not my
but
strength.
Kachka, give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
We're gonna die here, but just seconds before we would have died for old age anyway. So
Remember that time where some of us were able to cross a room?
telepathically say, "Snap out of
Not
it, bud."
yet.
It's like a
Well, that's
level 10
happening.
room, Tony.
Well, Carlos and Regdar, what are you
Okay.
doing so you have a little time before Umlal and Shara show up, so if you wanted to, you tell me what you want to do,
I would.
or are you just waiting?
waiting?
you're just waiting,
and,
that's fine.
and for everybody to
keep-
get across the terrible room.
Let's peek
Okay.
north. I mean, I think
wanna
we should
peek to the
keep our
north?
Yeah, let's keep
What
our
could go
distance from these
wrong?
crystals. What could go wrong?
And are you trying to be stealthy?
Sure. Okay. I guess
One
not. I'm
is.
following Regdar. Regdar's
now you say
trudging.
sure and you say no.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, well, I rolled a
all right.
19 for stealth, and Regdar is just going jump, 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 jump.
I mean,
Jump is right.
I'm wearing like sandals. I don't have armor. I'm naturally stealthy.
Ah, yes, the
Uh,
noisiest of footwear, the sandal.
Yeah.
So you guys see this opens up into a cavern.
Good
And you
news,
probably-
everybody! It opens up into a cavern.
You could probably see a few things.
I can see
First-
a few things.
There's a
Boy.
bridge across the
Bridge!
cavern in the distance. You also hear a strange kind of cacophony of clacking.
There's some
Uh,
clacking. Kachka, can you get in on this?
And
Would you categorize it as a cacophony of clacking?
Oh yeah, totes.
And you see some creatures who perhaps have not noticed you yet.
Perhaps.
Oh, they look large and friendly. Like they're gonna give us hugs.
Yeah,
Yes,
do look
they
huggable,
are
don't they?
large. They have large beaks. They have 4 limbs that all end in hooks, and they are kind of clacking about the cavern. They
Hooks
look
for
a bit
hands, menacing.
horrific.
Hooks for feet, impractical.
Well,
You ever got a hug
That
from
was-
someone with hooks like for hand, like a giant monster with hook hands and hook feet? That's not good.
it's
a lot of-
quite a hug.
There's 3
Lot
of
of sharp.
these hook
4
friends.
of these.
Yes, and
Oh,
so
4.
you have and
Lot
Kashko,
of
did you
hooks.
do your wisdom saving throw?
Kashka got a 16.
All right, Kashka, you kind of shake your head and you are like, oh, well, where's Randy? Oh, there's Randy.
Randy's
There's
right there.
Get on the horse.
Yeah, Kachka
The
would like to
Pegasus.
hop up as quickly as possible onto Randy. And then
All right.
Randy would like to book it through the room.
Yep, off you go.
On
so
your bike.
Tasha trudges.
All right,
across
so
the
tell
room,
me where everyone is going.
just trying to
Regdar and
catch up.
Carlos, what have you? So, Umlal and Shara, you arrive at this entrance and you don't see Regdar and Carlos.
Well, once we see what's going on here, we're gonna back down
Yeah.
the corridor.
so you see
These,
them.
this
right,
seems like
Regdar?
a little less of a party than the
Okay,
the
so
mud friends.
Hey guys, there's
As-
monsters. We have to go back through the crystal room.
Yeah.
the rest of the party arrives just as Regdar and Carlos are coming back. You meet up, and
Oh, we made it! Finally, we get across the room of crystals. Thank Athos that we don't have to deal with that again. Where are we going?
Carlos
So,
and Regdar
shall we
explain that they found a
continue?
cavern with clacking
clacking.
monsters.
Were the monsters making the clacking with their hooks on the cavern or with their horrible beaks?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Well,
Don't be
Was it-
pejorative about their beaks, Tony. Those are
was
just
it
normal
angling
beaks.
down or up, like the floor?
It looked
I
like
just
it
feel
looked
like we
like
need to
in the
keep-
path there was a bridge over this.
I'm
so-
just enjoying that our best sort of decision is elevation. Like
We've got
we
to
just don't want to have to walk
something.
up. There's a lot of work walking up. It's just much easier to roll downhill.
Let gravity do the work.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to come back this way later.
Not necessarily.
Maybe. Not if we die.
take that bridge.
RGs.
I
So I
found
can
an
also-
escape route.
And there is
the
another
escape,
corridor.
The escape route keeps going down. This is your plan to just keep going down forever.
There is another corridor.
Only way
down
out is
here.
through, Tony.
Mm.
Scott, these aren't
Four.
beasts, are they?
These are no.
Don't worry,
Okay.
I can get us out. If
They're
we can, if
technically
we finish,
monstrosities.
we'll be all right.
Oh, that's what I love to hear. Technically, monstrosities.
If we finish, there's a lot of ways that could happen.
Uh huh. Well,
Some of them less good.
let's. I feel like we're gonna need to go through that room. Maybe they're not monsters. Maybe we can talk to them. Maybe we can't. Maybe we need to kill them.
Smash cut. They
At
were
this point.
monsters.
I think we just we're gonna run into somebody or something at some point. So
And
Yeah, it's not
now
much
we have.
D&D if we just kind of walk around and never ever interact with anybody and then leave, right? Like why
We
are
interacted
even
with
here?
some crystals.
You did.
We
another
did.
crystals.
we should deal with these monstrosities.
All right.
Some of
I
us
could-
got
I could
stabbed.
teleport us past them, but I don't want
Ooh.
to use that many side points. And
I
they might
didn't
then
come
just...
to play here. I didn't come here not to fight. Let me put it that way.
All right, go. I'll go.
I was gonna say, you didn't come here to play D&D.
Oh, it's like they let Amlal off the
Complex.
leash. Amlal is
And
booking
I'm
it.
all out of chewing gum. Oh, a leash. That would have been a good idea. Somebody write that down.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
All
like
right.
one of those,
You let
one of
him
those
get two.
backpacks. It's like a
Definitely
plush
get two.
cank on the back.
Just runs really fast and then like he hits the limit.
Umlal strides into the cavern. We will roll initiative on the next episode of Total Party Kill when Eglath's Angels will face a cavern full of hook horrors.
Quack, quack, quack,
Will they
quack, quack, quack.
survive? Yeah, we'll find out, probably. But,
I rolled initiative now, so you're wrong.
oh, that initiative doesn't count.
Oh,
Burn.
So we've been playing for over an hour.
Yeah.
Well done, by
that's
the way,
perfect.
enunciating on that hook horrors.
I was impressed.
Hook horror.
Find out next time. Total Party Kill.
Okay, bye.
Okay, take care.
After
Perfect.
after how many years have we finally
Brilliant.
figured out how to get out of a show?
Yeah.
That's why Tony asks random questions. That's his way out. Will the hooked horrors hook
Don't make fun of my
our,
Don't make
I mean,
fun of
maybe
my
we need to-
enunciation.
Yeah. We can give these a nice nickname like ding dongs. Like
Good.
Maybe
click
they're
clacks.
dong
Very,
dings.
very careful.
Happy hookers.
They seem like they'd be click clacks.
click clacks. All right, fine.
Oh,
That
click,
works.
click and clack.
Click clacks. So those who are those other guys? Those other guys.
Don't
who
clack
are-
like my brother.
the
Yeah.
guys in the mud.
Hey.
Reference acknowledged.
All right. Well, there you go. Good job, everybody.
There you
We
go.
were very,
Did it.
very cautious.
it.
Well,
Unusually
job,
cautious.
everybody.
We almost accomplished something in an hour.
We walked a lot. I got my steps in.
Yes.
It's true.
I
A
mean,
lot of
you
exercise.
you got extra steps, as
Yeah,
did
'cause
I
Shara.
ran away from
Shara
some crystals.
stabbed Kachka. That was not.
Yeah.
I did not see
That's
that
true.
coming.
No one said anything about it either. It's just
Okay.
like, oh, okay.
These
And
things
it's
happen
better if we don't
between
talk about it.
friends. People get
Kachka
stabbed
doesn't want to talk
occasionally.
about it.
That
It's
room is
kind of
actually
embarrassing.
really cool if you you need to run for health, but you don't really like running.
I would like one of those rooms. Yeah, in my house, please.
Right.
You just walk
right.
in there and you're like 90 feet down the corridor.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
whoa.
good
Go
session
back.
when the only
Party
damage
hard.
dealt is within the party. Like I feel like that's a real.
I think there was
That's a
only
real
one
winner
attack
right
roll,
there.
and it
Yeah.
was party on party.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I win.
good job, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I think Scott.
Who was in the
Scott-
front and who was in the back, though? That's the question.
Mhm.
You never know with a party.
It's true.
There might have been business.
Hook
Remember that
horrors.
time that a bunch of people beat us up and we all had mullets?
Yeah. The 80s were a weird time on Athos.
Strange time.
And then they 5 years later they beat us up again, and then we just had normal haircuts again.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Stupid roving barbers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you,
Stop.
live stream video type people.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Videotape people.
Goodbye.
You're our favorite.